Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Have you ever found yourself replaying an awkward conversation in your mind or worrying about an upcoming presentation so much that it kept you up at night? If so, you're not alone. The anxiety and stress from overthinking can be overwhelming, turning even the smallest inconveniences into what feel like insurmountable challenges. Enter Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to focus on what we can control, our thoughts and actions, rather than on external events we can't control. As Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Today, I'm excited to share with you 10 Stoic techniques designed to help you stop overthinking and find peace in the present moment. These methods are not just philosophical concepts, but practical tools that can free you from the chains of your own thoughts, allowing you to live a more focused and fulfilling life. Whether it's visualizing overthinking as an external force or embracing the practice of memento mori to gain perspective on what truly matters, these strategies will guide you towards mental clarity and resilience. Join me as we explore how to apply these timeless Stoic principles to modern life and start your journey towards a calmer mind. 1. Visualize overthinking as an external force. Have you ever felt like there's a nagging voice in your head, replaying that awkward conversation or stressing about a future presentation? This relentless critic, which invades our minds at the least opportune moments, is the bully of overthinking. It whispers doubts, replays anxieties, and keeps us up at night, robbing us of peace and clarity. Much like a playground bully, it takes over our thoughts, making us feel small and powerless. Fortunately, we're not stuck with this bully. We have a powerful tool at our disposal to fight back: visualization. By visualizing overthinking as a tangible entity, such as a dark cloud looming over us, we can start to regain control. Imagine this cloud with all its weight pressing down on you and the constant drone of negativity it spews. Now, visualize a dial on this cloud, much like on a radio, which controls the volume of those negative thoughts. As you mentally reach for this dial and turn it down, watch how the cloud begins to dissipate. The weight lifts off your shoulders and the noise of negativity grows quieter. This act of visualization isn't just a mental exercise, it's a form of empowerment. Each time you feel overwhelmed by your thoughts, remember this technique. With each turn of the dial, feel the tension ease and the negativity fade away. This simple yet profound act serves as a reminder: overthinking isn't an integral part of you, but rather a bully that you can choose to silence. To reinforce this concept, consider the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, who said, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." By learning to visualize and control our overthinking, we start to distinguish between what is a mere perception and what is reality. Through the practice of visualization, you don't just fight back against the bully in your head, you reclaim your mental space and peace. It's a strategy that enables you to step back, gain perspective, and focus on what truly matters. So, the next time you find yourself being harshly critiqued by your own thoughts, remember, you have the control. Turn down the volume and watch the bully fade away, leaving you in a state of calm readiness to face the world. 2. Take control by refocusing energy. Imagine your mind as a kaleidoscope. Each shard of colored glass represents a worry, a doubt, or a fear, constantly shifting to create a chaotic, ever-changing picture. This is the essence of overthinking, a whirlwind of thoughts that feels overwhelming and uncontrollable. But here's a powerful realization: you're not just a passive observer of this mental kaleidoscope. You have the power to be the conductor of your mind, not just a member of the orchestra. This means you can choose which thoughts, instruments to focus on and direct the overall symphony of your mental state. It's important to acknowledge that we can't completely silence our thoughts. They're like those pesky house guests who show up uninvited. However, much like with actual guests, we can decide how much attention we give them. This is where the concept of the spotlight of attention comes into play. Our attention is like a spotlight. Wherever we shine it, that's where our energy flows. By consciously shifting our focus, we can diminish the impact of overthinking and illuminate our presence in the moment. Mindfulness exercises serve as a gym for your focus muscle. Try this simple exercise. Close your eyes and imagine you are breathing in pure sunshine. Feel its warmth seep into every part of your body, dispelling tension and darkness. For those more accustomed to mindfulness, focus intensively on the physical sensations of your breath. The cool air entering through your nostrils, the rise and fall of your chest, becoming completely absorbed in the moment. Beyond mindfulness, engaging in activities that demand intense focus can also help silence the overthinking bully. Dive into a challenging puzzle, immerse yourself in a creative project like painting or writing, or take a mindful walk in nature, attuning yourself to the sights and sounds around you. Drawing wisdom from the Stoics, consider the words of Marcus Aurelius. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. By refocusing our energy and quieting the noise of overthinking, we cultivate positive thoughts that lead to a happier, more fulfilling life. And if you ever feel overwhelmed by negative thoughts, here's a bit of mental jiu-jitsu to try. Take a deep breath and humorously ask yourself, is this thought paying rent in my head? If not, it's time for an eviction. Gently redirect your attention to something more productive or calming. This small, actionable step can make a significant difference in managing your mental landscape. 3. Embrace impermanence and practice letting go. Overthinking often ensnares us in a time paradox, where we find ourselves either ruminating on past events or fretting about the future. This trap leaves us feeling powerless and frustrated, as both the past and the future are beyond our control. Recognizing this can be the first step toward finding peace in the present moment. The ancient Stoics offered a potent reminder to help us navigate this challenge, memento mori, which translates to remember you must die. While this might sound morbid at first, its intention is far from it. This reminder isn't about dwelling on death, but about appreciating the preciousness of now. Knowing our time is finite encourages us to let go of things we cannot control and cherish what we have in the present. To help visualize this concept, imagine your life as a flowing river. Thoughts, worries, and anxieties are like leaves floating on the water's surface. While these leaves will inevitably appear, we have the choice not to cling to them. As each thought comes into your awareness, acknowledge its presence, then gently let it go, allowing it to float away with the current. Avoid letting it snag on the eddies of your mind, which only serves to keep you stuck. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, eloquently captures this ethos with his words, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a man who is alive." By embracing the impermanence of life and the practice of letting go, we liberate ourselves from the shackles of overthinking. This liberation allows us to live boldly and fully in the present, engaging with life's experiences as they come without fear or reservation. Embracing this philosophy not only enhances our mental well-being, but also empowers us to lead lives that are rich with meaning and devoid of unnecessary fear. 4. Create a worry period. We often fall into what I call the busy worry trap, where we convince ourselves that constant fretting is a sign of being responsible adults. However, this type of overthinking is like having a nagging roommate who takes up space in our minds without offering real solutions. As Seneca wisely pointed out, It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Overthinking is a prime example of how we waste precious time, stealing moments from the present and preventing us from fully experiencing life. To counter this, consider implementing a worry period. This technique involves setting up a mental corral for all your worries, allowing them a confined space in your day. Rather than allowing these concerns to dominate your thoughts round the clock, allocate a specific time, say 15 minutes in the evening, during which you can freely express all your worries in a notebook. During this designated worry period, let your inner warrior take charge. Write down every concern, regardless of its size. When the time is up, close the notebook with a sense of completion. You have now addressed these thoughts and contained them within their designated time and space. Trust that they have been dealt with for the moment and allow yourself to let them go until the next worry period. This practice not only acknowledges your anxieties, but also helps prevent them from hijacking your entire day, allowing you to move forward with a clearer mind. Additionally, if worries arise outside of your scheduled time, don't let them disrupt your day. Simply write them down on a sticky note and place it where you'll see it during your next worry period. Consider this a rain check that ensures these concerns are noted without letting them derail your present activities. This method of managing worries helps maintain mental clarity and improves your ability to focus on the here and now, enhancing your overall quality of life. 5. Break down overwhelming thoughts into actionable steps. Sometimes overthinking presents us with what feels like a giant mountain of worries, a looming deadline, a complex project, a difficult conversation. It can feel paralyzing, leaving us uncertain about where to even begin. This sense of being overwhelmed can lock us into inaction, making the tasks at hand seem insurmountable. The Stoics, however, offered a powerful solution for these seemingly overwhelming challenges. They practiced what can be termed as the art of chunking, breaking down large tasks into smaller, more manageable pieces. This approach transforms the task from something daunting into a series of achievable steps. By doing this, we not only make the task feel less intimidating, but also increase our chances of handling it effectively. To put this into practice, take that looming project and start breaking it down. Grab a pen and paper and delineate the project into its smallest components. Whether it's drafting an outline, conducting research on a particular topic, or scheduling meetings, write down each step clearly. Creating this kind of action plan turns a nebulous worry into a clear path forward. Now, with your list at hand, concentrate on the very first step. Forget the entire mountain for a moment. Just focus on this one small hill. As Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, observed, well-being is attained little by little, and nevertheless is no little thing itself. Each small victory on this path is a step toward overcoming the larger challenge. Celebrate every step you complete, and gradually you will find yourself at the peak of what once seemed an insurmountable mountain. Here's a bonus tip for when the mountain of tasks feels overwhelming. Take a deep breath and visualize yourself shrinking down to the size of an ant. From this new perspective, the mountain appears far less intimidating, and the steps you need to take become clearer. This mental exercise can help you regain a sense of control and clarify the actions you need to take to manage your tasks effectively. 6. Shift your perspective to gratitude. Overthinking often acts like a mental fog, distorting our perspective and making us hyper-focused on the negative aspects of our lives. We ruminate on what's wrong, which clouds our ability to see the good things around us. This relentless focus on the negatives can leave us feeling stuck and unhappy. The antidote to this negativity bias is a powerful practice rooted in Stoic philosophy, gratitude. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we shift our focus from what's lacking in our lives to all the good that already exists. This shift is not just about being optimistic, but about acknowledging and appreciating the positives that we often take for granted. To integrate gratitude into your daily routine, try this simple exercise. Before bed each night, take a few minutes to jot down 3 things you're grateful for. These can be as simple as a supportive conversation with a friend, a delicious meal you enjoyed, or the feeling of sunshine on your face. The key is consistency. By making this a nightly ritual, you retrain your brain to seek out and recognize the positive, even in a sea of perceived negatives. This practice of focusing on the positive can dramatically reduce overthinking. When we train our brains to recognize what we are grateful for, the mental fog of negativity begins to lift, leaving us feeling happier and more content. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." By practicing gratitude, we embody this wisdom and cultivate a sense of joy for the present moment, no matter what challenges we may face. For a more social approach to gratitude, consider sharing your nightly gratitude list with a friend or family member. This act of sharing not only strengthens your personal connections, but also fosters a broader sense of community. It turns gratitude into a shared experience, multiplying its positive effects and helping others to see the flowers among the weeds in their own lives too. 7. Focus on effort, not outcome. Overthinking often gets tangled up in the what ifs. What if I fail? What if they don't like it? What if things go wrong? This fixation on outcomes that we cannot control fuels anxiety and can paralyze us from taking meaningful action. It's easy to become obsessed with the results, causing us to lose focus on the actions we can actually influence. The Stoics teach us a valuable lesson here. Focus on what you can control, your effort and intentions, and let go of attachment to external results. By concentrating on the process and giving our best effort, we cultivate a sense of peace and fulfillment, regardless of the final outcome. This Stoic principle helps to ground us in the present, encouraging us to invest fully in the process rather than the end result. Consider a practical example. Imagine you have a big presentation coming up. Instead of worrying about how the audience will receive it, shift your focus to what you can control, thorough preparation and practicing your delivery. Put in the hard work to master the content and refine your presentation skills. Trust that by focusing on these controllable elements, your effort will shine through during the actual presentation. Epictetus, a renowned Stoic philosopher, reinforces this approach with his advice. We should always be asking ourselves, is this something that is or is not in my control? Remembering this question can help you focus your energy on your effort, which is within your control, rather than on the outcome, which is not. Here's a bonus tip for managing outcome anxiety. After you've put in your best effort, visualize letting go of the outcome like releasing a helium balloon into the air. Watch it float away, light and free. This visual helps symbolize your detachment from the results, allowing you to let go and move forward without the weight of expectation. This practice not only reduces anxiety, but also frees you to enjoy the satisfaction of knowing you did your best, independent of the outcome. 8. Practice voluntary discomfort. Imagine embracing discomfort, a concept that may sound counterintuitive at first. We often go to great lengths to avoid discomfort, treating it as if it were a plague. However, introducing small doses of voluntary discomfort can actually be beneficial. This approach challenges our natural instincts, but promises significant rewards in building mental resilience. Mental resilience can be likened to a muscle that needs regular exercise to grow stronger. By exposing ourselves to manageable challenges, we fortify our mental stamina, just as physical exercises strengthen our bodies. Engaging in activities that push us slightly out of our comfort zones teaches us to handle uncertainty, manage anxiety, and rebound from life's inevitable setbacks. In a world where overthinking finds fertile ground in comfort, resilience equips us to tackle life's challenges with a calmer, more focused mind. There are numerous practical ways to introduce voluntary discomfort into your routine. Start with something as simple as taking a cold shower in the morning. It might be a shock at first, but it's a prime way to energize your day and train your mind to handle discomfort. Another challenge is to try spending an entire day without your phone. In our digitally saturated world, this can be tough, but it's great for enhancing your focus and willpower. Additionally, engage in a new activity that intimidates you slightly, such as public speaking or joining a new social group. These experiences can be daunting, but they are invaluable in growing your confidence and mental toughness. The key to building mental resilience is to start small. Begin with manageable challenges and gradually increase the difficulty as your mental resilience builds. To bolster this mindset, consider the wisdom of the Stoics. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." This philosophy underscores that mental challenges through voluntary discomfort fortify our minds, making us not only more resilient, but also more adept at managing overthinking and anxiety. Lastly, remember that even small acts of voluntary discomfort can lead to significant improvements in mental toughness. Celebrate each challenge you overcome. With each step, you're not just enduring, you're growing stronger, more resilient, and more prepared for whatever life throws your way. Embrace each opportunity to build your mental muscle and watch as your capability to navigate life's complexities expands. 9. Reflect on the transience of life. Overthinking often acts like a magnifying glass, enlarging small setbacks into monumental obstacles. A missed deadline is perceived as a career-ending event, and a moment of social awkwardness feels like total social rejection. This tendency can significantly disrupt our mental peace. To counteract this, the Stoics practiced a powerful concept known as memento mori, Latin for "remember you must die." This reflection on mortality isn't intended to be morbid. Rather, it serves as a stark reminder of life's finite nature. By contemplating our mortality, we gain a broader perspective, recognizing that most of our daily worries are transient and ultimately insignificant in the grand scheme of things. One practical technique to harness this perspective is to dedicate a few minutes each day to reflect on the impermanence of life. Imagine yourself on your deathbed looking back at your life. Consider what will truly matter at that juncture. Which of your current worries will seem trivial? This mental exercise, a form of time travel, helps shrink overwhelming concerns down to their true size. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, offers guidance that complements this practice. Begin at once to live and count each separate day as a separate life. This wisdom encourages us to view each day as precious and finite, prompting us to focus on what genuinely matters and to let go of trivial concerns. To bring these reflections into your daily life, write down one action each day after your contemplation that will add meaning to your life. This straightforward practice focuses your intentions and ensures that each day contributes to a life rich in purpose and free from the burdens of unnecessary worries. 10. Seek wisdom from outside yourself. Sometimes our minds become overthinking echo chambers where we endlessly ruminate on the same thoughts, making it challenging to see things from a fresh perspective. Recognizing that self-help has its limitations is the first step in breaking free from this cycle. The Stoics underscored the value of seeking wisdom beyond oneself, highlighting that seeking help is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom. It indicates an understanding that fresh perspectives can significantly aid personal growth and mental clarity. Engaging with trusted friends, family, or mentors can provide new insights and a much-needed listening ear. Additionally, delving into Stoic philosophy through books and online resources can offer guidance and support. By embracing external support, you access a variety of perspectives and experiences. This influx of new viewpoints can disrupt your overthinking patterns and open up innovative ways to address challenges. Seneca's advice, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you," encourages us to surround ourselves with individuals who challenge and support us, providing a powerful antidote to overthinking. As a practical first step, consider reaching out to someone you trust. Discuss your struggles with overthinking and seek their advice and support. Often, a simple conversation can provide profound relief and pave the way for more meaningful changes. We've just delved into 10 transformative Stoic techniques aimed at quelling overthinking, a journey not just towards mastering your thoughts, but also infusing peace into your daily life. Each strategy we discussed offers a practical approach to foster resilience and mental clarity, empowering you to navigate life's challenges with greater composure. I invite you to put these techniques into practice over the next week. Observe how they shift your perspective and enhance your ability to manage stress. Share your journey in the comments below. Your experiences could offer invaluable insights to others on similar paths. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel for a wealth of content on philosophy and personal development. Our ongoing discussions and practical tips are designed to equip you with the tools you need for a more fulfilled and mindful life. Moreover, if a particular technique resonates with you, or if you have any personal anecdotes about how Stoicism has impacted your life, please share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement not only enriches our community, but also helps shape our content, making it as relevant and helpful as possible. Feel free to keep me updated on any particular interests or topics you'd like to explore further, and I'll be sure to tailor our upcoming sessions to meet your needs.